Next on today's beer review, we're going to be looking at Double Negative. This is an Imperial Stout by Grimm out of Brooklyn, and it's coming in at 10% ABV. Check it out. Hi everybody, it's Rich and welcome to today's beer review. And today we're going to jump back into the cellar just a little bit. We reviewed Grimm a while back, Grimm's Double Negative a while back. And I had purchased a couple of bottles and I stuck them in the fridge. And this one was bottled in 2024. So here we are right on the edge of 2026. And I figured let's crack this open, see how it's aged. Now, if I remember correctly, this was not particularly expensive. I think I spent about $15 for the bottle, and it's a good sized bottle, particularly at this ABV. Now it says, this is the award-winning Double Negative is the platonic form of a Russian Imperial Stout, brewed by Grimm in Brooklyn, New York, and it has several little awards on the side, and good little artwork right there. Let's give it a pour. That pours thick, not as thick as, let's say, a Bourbon County, but pretty thick. And again, this is not barrel aged. This is just an Imperial Stout. There's this really nice sort of malty, chocolate oakiness to it. Not oakiness, it's almost like a burn, like a smoke. Yeah, that's it. It's more of a smokiness to it. But I'm getting sort of that chocolate, molasses, and a little bit of smoke, which I don't know where the hell the smoke is coming from. There's also this sort of like syrupy, like almost maple syrupy, just hint on the back end. I know there's no maple syrup in this, but there's just this sort of like weird sort of mapley sweetness as well. It has a nice nose, it really does. It's held up. And the carbonation is also held up. I don't know if you can see it, there's not a ton of carbonation, but there is some in there. All right, let's give it a taste. Wow. I believe this has actually gotten better. It's definitely better than I remember it. And I remember it very good, as being a very good beer, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is complex as hell. As you drink it, there's this underlying molasses flavor that's just there. And it's there from the first second it hits your tongue right to the end. There's also, I thought it was almost a roasty, sort of like barrel-aged sort of stout type of flavor there, but there's it's just sort of a smokiness, and it might just be, actually I don't know. So it's chocolate, it's molasses, it's this vague smokiness that's there as well. It's also oddly sweet at the beginning, and then it tapers off into a little bit of bitterness, pleasant bitterness on the back end. I'll also say this is 10%, and this would be one of those beers that I'd consider dangerous. Now, it's a big bottle, or a bigger bottle than average, but you know, when you look at it, you have to realize that, you know, a lot of people open these and finish these, and if you do open this and finish this, you're gonna be intoxicated. So, you know, and as I'm drinking this at 10%, I'm getting no feeling from the alcohol at all, which makes this a dangerous beer, because this would be an easy one to drink back, and I mean drink back the whole bottle over the course of a meal, and you would definitely be intoxicated, but I'm not getting a burn in the belly. There's no ethanol flavor to this. There's none of that. It's actually really, really just a lovely beer. Yeah, that's gorgeous. Listen, is it an earth-shattering Imperial Stout? No. That being said, would I pay $16 for this bottle, again, I'd probably go up to 25. It's a very, very good Imperial Stout, and it's definitely one that I would recommend giving a try to. Now, I don't know if Grimm is still putting it out there, but I have seen versions of Double Negative out and about at like, what is that, Fast Time Beverages up in like Poughkeepsie, and then somewhere in Connecticut I saw it. So, I mean, it's out there, and is it worth checking out? I definitely think so. And, you know, again, I think I spent $16.99 for this. That's what I think it cost. And at $16.99, I think it's awesome. I think it's well worth the money, and it's a beer that I would happily share with a group of people that I'd have over here for any sort of gathering. So, you know, would I buy it again? Yes, I will. No, there's just no two ways about it. I will. Now, the funny thing about this is Grimm is located in Brooklyn, and I'm assuming it's still there because I haven't looked. And I have never gotten their beer anywhere on Long Island. It has always been either Larchmont, so, you know, like up in Yonkers, that type of area, and further up, or I've gotten it in Jersey. I have never seen it on Long Island, which is a shame. And I'm gonna have to start looking for it and asking, because, you know, this is a really good sort of like low-level special occasion type of beer. Like, you know, a kid's birthday party and you wanna, you know, share with the dads or something like that. This would kick ass for that. You know, and it would be a reasonably accessible beer as well, price-wise. And, you know, if you're not trying to beat somebody over the head with the ABV, this would definitely do it. So yeah, would I buy Double Negative again by Grimm? In a heartbeat. All right, folks, thanks so much for joining me on this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, maybe subscribe, throw a comment down below. I am going to sit back and enjoy the rest of this because this is a really nice beer, and I think it's going to pair really well with my dinner tonight, and that's what I'm going to do. I'm probably going to finish this off, pressurize the rest of this bottle and save it, and then have the rest of it tomorrow night. Anyway, folks, I hope you've enjoyed the review. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I will see you next time on End of the Day Beer Review. Cheers.